In this MagicView tutorial, we're going to take a look at how we can create a layout design and then publish it so it can be used in a timetable or directly scheduled to playback on our signage. So I'm under the Layout Manager, and I'm going to want to create my new layout to go under my tutorial category. So I'll highlight there, and I'll just select New. So for this example, I'm going to create a layout for a 2x2 video wall, which is one of the clients in my system. So I'm going to go under Properties here for selecting size and choose Client Size. And you can see I have my 2x2 video wall client. I'll select that one. And that gives me a canvas for a 2x2 video wall with each of the monitors situated on my canvas so I know where all the bezels and everything are. Now for this design, what I'd like to do is have a video playing in my top left and bottom right corner, and on the other two monitors I'd like to have some rotating product images. So begin with, I'm going to select a video, and I'm just going to drag it into my top left corner. Now I'm going to play the same video on the bottom right, so to make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to use the duplicate function. What this will do is it'll allow me just to edit my layer 1 and apply all the different changes that I do to it to layer 2, just to save me a little bit of time. But I'm just going to reposition this a little better. And then I'm going to go back and click on layer 1. And as I scroll down, I'm going to get into my properties. I can see my playback is a minute 32. I'm going to drop the volume just a little bit. And then I'm going to add a transition effect. I'm going to select blind, and I'm going to have it come from my left side, and I'll make it a 5-second transition. So now I have the same effects for my layer 1 and my layer 2 created for my video playback. Now for the other two monitors, I'm just going to select some of my product images. I have 6 here, so I'm just going to drop the first 3 into the top right corner, and I'll do my other 3 in the bottom left. Now if we look back to layer 1, remember the video was a minute 32. Now if I look at layer 3, it's only a minute 30, and that's going to be the same as layer 4, because each image that I dropped in has a playback of 30 seconds. Now what I like to do is I like to have all my layers have the same loop duration, just to make it a little bit easier when I'm scheduling things. So there's 2 ways I can do this. The first is I can select this loop synced with all layers. And you'll see that my layer will change the time to match the longest running layer in my layout. But what will happen here is I have 3 images running for 30 seconds each. Then I'm going to have 2 seconds of a black screen. So alternatively, what I'd like to do is I'm just going to go down to my last image, and I'm going to change the playback for that one to 32 seconds. And that's going to give me the same time, and I won't have any blank screen to deal with. And I'll do the same for layer 4. Okay, now I've got my layout set. Let's just go to preview and see how it's looking. There we go. We see our videos coming in with the effect and the images, and these will begin to rotate after 30 seconds. So I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to want to save this as a published layout so that I can use it to schedule for my signage system. So I'm going to click on the background here, and this will give me the properties for the layout, and here I can change the name of it. So I'm going to call this a 2x2 video wall. And under description, I'll just put video and rotating images so I know what the content that I've included in this one. And now at the top, I'm going to go up to this button that says Publish. Now you get this message saying, in order to create a thumbnail for it, you must watch a preview. If you decide not to, it'll still save your published layout, but you just won't see a little thumbnail beforehand. So we're going to select Yes. Then we get this window will pop up. It'll just do a quick run through to capture an image of it. And there we go, our layout has been published. So now I'm going to go back to my Layout Manager. And if I select on Tutorial, I see I have my new 2x2 video wall layout published, and it fills in my description that I gave, gives me the duration of it, and more importantly, if I go over to audit, it shows that it's been approved. So this means that everything is acceptable and it's ready to be used in timetable or to be put into a schedule. And if I select it here, down at the bottom you can see I have the little thumbnail showing me some of the content and just more of the information showing who is the creator of this as well. So that's just a quick look at how to publish a layout. In the next tutorial we'll take a look at putting layouts together to create a timetable and also how to schedule.